Hello friends, welcome to Plant Science Forum, and today we are going to discuss about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Now what are these cells? As we know, cell is a basic unit of life. Now as you can see in the outside world there are so much diversity and so much complexity in the life form. So the basic unit of life which contribute toward the so much complexity in the life. So when this basic unit of life come into existence on this earth, now is there any kind of differences or any similarity between these two type of cells? So let's see. But before we begin, I suggest that whenever you are studying or whenever you are looking at any particular technical word in the science, so split the word. Here we have prokaryotes and eukaryotes. We have to split that word. Pro can be splitted into prokaryotes, eukaryotes. Now let's see meaning. Here pro is taken from the English word, karyon is a Greek, and OTE is a again English. Similar is the case with eukaryotes. EU is taken from English, and Greek and English OTE they are common to both the cases. Now here pro means before, that means primitive. Pro means before, or you can say primitive. Carrion is means nut or kernel. What is kernel? It is the central or most important part of something. That means in a particular unit there is something centrally important part. Now in case of life, in case of cell, a centrally important part is genetic material. That means here we are referring to genetic material which is of primitive type, which is of before type. Now come to eukaryotes. In English, EU means well. Again kernel and OTE. Well means well defined. Here a centrally important part which is present, it is a well defined part in case of eukaryotes. That means genetic material which is placed in the central position of the cell, this is well defined. Now what does this well defined means? Well defined means it has a definite boundary. That means in eukaryotes genetic material has definite boundary, that means it has the nuclear membrane, whereas in case of prokaryotes the centrally placed genetic material it lacks definite boundary, that means nuclear membrane is not present. So ultimately prokaryote means a primitive type of nucleus where nuclear membrane was absent, whereas in case of eukaryotes well defined or true nucleus means a centrally placed important genetic material which is enclosed in a definite nuclear membrane or having true nucleus. Now let's see what happened during the course of evolution. Here we can say this is the place for Big Bang. After Big Bang there is a development of solar system. Here it is the beginning of sun. Now we can trace back to 4.5 billion years ago, that was the origin of earth. Now after that here we can see before 3.5 billion years ago there was the origin of prokaryotes. Later 3.4 billion years ago photosynthesis occurred. I am not saying the photosynthetic organism, I am just saying the photosynthetic process. That means process begin first and later comes the organism. Now here again you can see oxygenic environment development before 2.7 billion years ago, and after that there is a development of eukaryotes. So by this course you can see there is a prokaryotes initially, later photosynthetic process was developed, and because of this photosynthetic process environment having oxygen was developed, and later on there is a development of eukaryotes. So this is how prokaryotes and eukaryotes they are related. By this again we can say that prokaryotes they are ancestor cell of eukaryotes. Not by all the means, but we can say that eukaryotes are developed from prokaryotes. Now come to next. Here we can see different kinds of cell, from which this is the prokaryotic cell, this is eukaryotic animal cell, and this is eukaryotic plant cell. If you look close to this cell, In prokaryotic cell, we can see only yellow color projection, yellow color inside the complete structure. There is a yellow color matrix with some dots and violet color genetic material. So prokaryotic cell is so much simpler without any complexity, whereas eukaryotic animal cell you can see a large number of vesicles or cell bound membrane bound organelles and complexity. Similar is the case with eukaryotic plant cell. Again you can see a different kind of cell organelle which are membrane bound and complicated structure. So this is how there is a difference in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Just remember this type of cells because we are needing this type of cell in the next slide. Now let's see, is there any kind of similarity between prokaryotes or eukaryotes and eukaryotes? Now the first point for discussion of similarity between prokaryotes and eukaryotes is the plasma membrane construction. If we look closely here, now this pink color portion, it is the hydrophilic head, again below hydrophilic head, and the central is hydrophobic tail, yellow color hydrophobic tail. That means prokaryotic cell also consists of lipid bilayer structure, plasma membrane. Similar is the case with eukaryotes. Here also you can see a lipid bilayer membrane. That means in prokaryotes and eukaryotes with respect to plasma membrane there are certain similarities. Now genetic code. Genetic code is what? It is the sequence of DNA which is 3 nucleotide base pair in number. Now these 3 nucleotide base pair DNA sequence codes for amino acid, and that amino acid build up the protein. So likewise in case of prokaryotes and eukaryotes there are similar kind of genetic code, not all but maximum code contribute toward the same kind of amino acid. Now come to next, transcription and translation and ribosomes. Transcription is a process of formation of RNA from the DNA in both prokaryote as well as eukaryotes. In both of them, the process of transcription involves similar kind of steps, that is initiation, elongation, termination. So this kind of step, similar kind of mechanism operated in both of them, prokaryote as well as eukaryotes. In translation also similar kind of mechanism, and one similarity is the utilization of ribosome as a machinery. In both of them ribosome are required, although the type of ribosome they are different. In prokaryote different kind of ribosome, in eukaryote different kind of ribosome, but they need ribosome. Now come to next, that is catabolic pathway. Catabolic pathway is the destructive pathway. From the food they are going to synthesize ATP, that is the energy currency, by the process of glycolysis and TCA. Here you can see from the pyruvate acetyl coenzyme has formed, and now this has been linked to Krebs cycle or TCA cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle. A similar kind of pathway operate in eukaryotes. Pyruvate converted into acetyl coenzyme A, and that has been linked to Krebs cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle, TCA cycle. So this is also another point with respect to the similarities. Now energy conservation, as we have seen, the TCA and glycolysis pathway, they are all have occurred in mitochondria. This is the structure of mitochondria. In the mitochondria we can see a membrane enfolding, whereas in the bacteria also, for chemical energy conservation, ATP formation, bacterial cell also shows a somewhat like structure, membrane enfolding, and the machinery or various complexes required for the ATP synthesis, they are also present on the membrane in the bacteria, as like they are found in mitochondria. Similar is the case with chloroplast. Chloroplast also, if you study cyclic non-cyclic photophosphorylation, there also you can see ATP synthesis on the thylakoid membrane. So we can say that mitochondria and chloroplast, they have similar kind of structure like prokaryotes because ATP is synthesized on the membrane complexes. Here we can say the mitochondria and chloroplast, they have prokaryotic origin. This is another topic of discussion which is called as endosymbiotic theory. I will prepare another presentation for that. You will have it. If you subscribe the channel, you will get notification for that also. Now come to photosynthesis. Now in case of prokaryotes, cyanobacteria is responsible for the photosynthesis in the prokaryotes, and in eukaryotes it is the plant. Now here this is the green structure for cyanobacteria where photosynthesis happens. Now this is chloroplast, here photosynthesis happens. So this is again a one similarity. Now come to membrane protein instruction. Now after the transcription there is a translation, and after the translation there is a synthesis of polypeptide chain. This polypeptide chains destined to the plasma membrane. In the eukaryotic cell there are certain different destination also, in prokaryotic also, but here we are talking about the membrane protein insertion, that means destination toward the plasma membrane. The similar kind of mechanism operated in both the type of cells, prokaryote as well as eukaryote. The polypeptide chain, it has the some sort of peptide signal peptide which confirm its delivery to the plasma membrane. Now come to proteasome. Once the protein is formed in the cell, it has completed all its function. Its role is now over. Now there is no meaning in retaining that protein in the cell. Now we have to recover the building blocks of the protein so that we can utilize that raw material, that building block, for construction of another kind of protein. Here the building blocks and the raw material for protein synthesis is the amino acid. So for that recovery, prokaryote and eukaryotic cell, they have proteasome. These are the proteasome. The structure of proteasome in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, it's somewhat similar, somewhat different, as you can see in the images. But here we are discussing similarity. So you can see a similar kind of structure where a globular protein, they are arranged, and the main function is same, that is degradation of protein and recovery of raw material, that is amino acid. Now come to differences. Now first and most basic important difference is the well defined nucleus. In the prokaryotes, genetic material is present in the cytoplasm itself without any definite membrane, but in eukaryotes there is a definite membrane, that is nuclear membrane, and nucleus is true, well defined. Now DNA in case of eukaryote is associated with the histone. If you look at this, let me zoom, you can see a DNA is wound around a globular protein. Now they are coiling, and they are by compact and condensation forming chromosome. Now this is how a DNA is associated with histone proteins. As you know that a typical diameter of a cell is 10 raised to the power minus 15 meter. How in such a small cell a more than 2 meter long DNA get easily accommodated? For that, a DNA is wound around a histone proteins, they get condensed, they form chromosome, and because of this it is now easy for the cell to accommodate such a long lengthy DNA molecule in such a small diameter of nucleus. Another point is membrane bound organelle. Again we can see in the animal cell as well as plant cell. In plant cell there is chloroplast, animal cell don't have chloroplast, but other organelles, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, these are the membranous organelle, membrane bound organelle, which are present in eukaryotes, whereas in prokaryotes there are no organelles. Only ribosomes are present for translation mechanism. Now another role is another dissimilarity is organs for respiration and photosynthesis. Here we can see a mitochondria meant for respiration and chloroplast for photosynthesis. Such organelles they are not present in prokaryotes. The process of ATP synthesis happens only at the membrane of prokaryotes. Now cytoskeleton and motor proteins. Here you can see an image of girl and this microstructure. Here girl is standing on the rope and there is some cargo, or you can say something on her head. A similar kind of structure you can see here. Let's imagine the rope on which she is standing is this yellow rod like structure, that means cytoskeleton. The girl is motor protein, and the thing which are put on her head, they are the vesicle or cargo material. So this type of complex structure for the delivery of various cargo material, vesicle, polypeptide chain from one place to another is found in eukaryotic cell, whereas such type of structure they are absent in prokaryotes. Another point is endocytosis and phagocytosis. Here you can see a red color particle is engulfed by the yellow color membrane. This is bacteria. Red color particle is bacteria. So this solid particle, bacteria, pathogen, antigen, whatever it is, this is now going to be destroyed. This process is called as phagocytosis. Whereas to its side, right side, there is a vesicle which contains a blue color dot. This blue color dot represents any biological material. Here that biological material is getting entry inside the cell, that means endocytosis. Whereas the first case where bacteria or red color particle was engulfed is called as phagocytosis. Such type of process occurs in eukaryotes, whereas no such process in prokaryotes. Cell wall composition. Bacteria prokaryotes, they have the cell wall, but their cell wall consists of lipoproteins and peptidoglycan. There are gram positive as well as gram negative bacteria, and both of them have different kinds of cell wall. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, plant cell shows the cell wall, and here you can see a cell wall consists of cellulose. This is the plant cell wall structure. Cellulose, hemicellulose, pectic substances. This is the composition of plant cell walls. Prokaryotes cell wall composition, peptidoglycan, lipoproteins. Eukaryotes cell wall composition, cellulose, hemicellulose, pectin substances. Now come to heterozygosity and diploidy. Hetero means different chromosomal condition of zygote, because in case of eukaryotes, male and female they contribute toward the development of zygote. So zygote has the two different kinds of genetic material, and that two different kinds of genetic set makes it diploid in condition. Whereas in case of prokaryotes, there is no such condition. In prokaryotes, only one chromosome, that means only one DNA. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, there are large number of DNA and ultimately large chromosomes. Next point is meiosis for reproduction. In case of prokaryotes, the reproduction is by some different process. This is a binary fission. There is also endospore formation, and if you look at this structure, now let's zoom. If you look at this, the first thing is where you can see a red color particles entering into another type of cell is called as transformation. In the second, between, you can see a black color particle, that is virus, is entering into another cell from one place to another, carrying genetic material from one bacterium to another bacterium. This is called as transduction. And below there is a genetic material exchange with the help of pipeline structure, sex pili. Here you can say it as a conjugation. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, generally there is a sexual reproduction where one is male, another is female, they contribute toward the development of heterozygotic condition. Now, last point of dissimilarity is the habitat. Habitat, if you look at the habitat for prokaryotes, are of different kinds, archibacteria and eubacteria. Eubacteria are generally found in normal conditions, whereas archibacteria, they are extremophiles. That means they are found in the extreme condition on the earth, such as extreme salt concentration, halophiles, extreme temperature, high temperature, thermophiles, extreme low temperature, psychrophiles. So such are the habitats of prokaryotic organisms, whereas in eukaryotes they are mostly found in mesophytic type of conditions. They also found in temperate tropical zones, but they are not generally extremophiles. Now here you can see a transmission electron microscopic image of eukaryotic cell. Here you can see a plasma membrane, Golgi bodies, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum smooth walled, mitochondria, nucleolus, chromatin associated with the histone protein, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Such type of cellular complexity, different kinds of cellular organelles, they are found in only eukaryotic cell, whereas they are absent in prokaryotic cell. Now this is the diversity of prokaryotic cell. They are all eubacteria. Archibacteria are not shown in the figure. You can see circular, they are cocci, cylindrical, they are bacilli, and different shapes, they have different name. Such is the diversity of prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, here these are animal cell and these are plant cell. In animal, muscle cell, blood cell, nerve cell, cardiac, matlab means heart cells, liver cell, intestinal cells, stem cells. In case of plant, parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, parenchyma, xylem, phloem, different kinds of cell. Whereas prokaryote itself is a single cell. But in case of eukaryote, there are different kinds of cell. Hope you have understood the topic very well. If you have any question, you can drop your question in the comment section below. This is my YouTube channel, Plant Science Forum. Thank you.